we got a 2 to 3 minute Flash movie trailer, and we got a TV spot that was about, I don't know, a minute or so. I'm going to break down that 2 to 3 minute trailer because I didn't even notice there was another trailer till I pretty much started recording this video. So, if you guys want me to break down that trailer, which I probably won't, let me know. I'll get my thoughts behind on Twitter if you really want to see my thoughts. And probably on Instagram too if you really want to see my opinions on that. But we're going to be talking about that 2 to 3 minute trailer. I'm going to start with my big problem with this. Because it's the main thing that I'm seeing going around right now about the trailer and the movie. Is that the Flash is Ezra Miller. That is my big problem right now. The trailer was amazing. It was the best promotional thing this movie's ever done for 9 years. Which is how long it's been in production for. So, but the matter of the fact is that Ezra is the Flash. And when I'm thinking about my hype for the Flash as a character in this film, I don't care. I really do not care about the Flash in this movie. Now, if the Flash in this movie was Grant, I'd be bouncing off all the walls in my house. I would, like, of excitement. I would be overly excited about this movie. Or if it was John Wesley Shipp, or anyone but Ezra, if that's not a criminal, I would be excited. But the fact is it is Ezra Miller, and it brings down the hype I have for this movie and the Flash himself in this movie because of that. And I know for a ton of people, that's the one focus right now, is that it is Ezra Miller, and it's weighing the movie down. It's not going to help anything in 10 years or not even 10 years, like 2 years from now, we're starting a new DCU, and Ezra Miller is appearing in every single movie because he's the Flash and the main focus of the new DCU. It's not going to help anything. The things that carried it, the trailer at least, was Sasha Calle as Supergirl, which is probably pretty much the second most talked thing right now. The first one was about Keaton returning as Batman, which we all knew he was, but the part that had me smiling in the trailer was seeing Michael Keaton Batman with the stunts, with the CGI scenes, which you know they're CGI, but still pretty cool scenes. And then Sasha Calle showing up as Supergirl with all her scenes in the trailer, which is a lot more than what I was expecting from both characters. And Batfleck also carried the trailer as well alongside those other two. But right now, the two most talked things about this trailer is Sasha Calle as Supergirl and Michael Keaton as Batman returning. Ezra Miller is playing 3 roles in this movie. As far as I'm aware, 3 roles. Could be more. And barely anyone, I'm sure there's some, but majority of the people that watch this trailer are not talking about Ezra. Which, I don't blame them. The only reason I'm bringing it up right now is because I'm not going to be talking about much in this video. But I wanted to bring up this big problem I have, which is that Ezra is the Flash. That's why I didn't, the movie, I'm not going to support it that much. It's because of Ezra. I'm not going to support him as the Flash. I didn't before. I'm definitely not going to now. But there were good stuff in this trailer. And there are things that, as a Flash fan, whereas the Flash is my favorite superhero, it did excite me seeing some stuff that they did for the Flash or relating to the Flash. None of them were relating to Ezra in any sense, actually him playing the role. It's the idea that the character is advancing and doing all these different things. That is what excited me. Like, for example, our Barry, is actually getting orange lightning. And whether or not the suit is pretty crap, but the orange lightning, a lot of people have been asking for that since he first appeared. And it should have been orange lightning since he first appeared. We got a better shot of the suit. There were several new shots of the suit. And there's going to be scenes where the helmet looks good and where the helmet doesn't. There's going to be scenes where the highlighted orange on the suit looks good and scenes where it doesn't. That was clearly shown in this trailer. I don't know. It looks better without. I think we can all agree on that. Although I'm sure some people will say that it looks better with. But without the orange, the suit looks so bland, but at the same time, it looks so much better than with the highlighted orange on it. Because the emblem is even lit up. Like, no, that's way too much. I don't know what they were thinking. Then again, they also made a rip-off Michael Keaton Flash suit. So, I guess it's, you know, something. The suit is pretty garbage all around. I mean, the belt is not even fully a belt. The boots are not fully gold. And again, the yellow gold lines when Barry's using his speed, I'm assuming is when he's using his speed. It doesn't look that good. And speaking of Flash suit, the Flash ring that the Flash suit is stored in, that didn't interest me at all. It opened up with the suit in it. It's like a little care package, and here's the suit. I don't know. Obviously, it's like Wayne Tech vibe, which is what I've been hearing as well. But it doesn't sit well with me that he's just going to have to put that thing on. Could it be nanotech? Sure. But from the comic that we got, it looked like Barry just picked the suit out of the suit ring, threw it out in front of him, and ran into it. It would be so much cooler if the suit came out of the ring and Barry jumped into it. Or if it broke apart and Barry jumped into it and the Speed Force energy metallicized the suit on him like in New 52 Comics. Or like the CW show where the suit pops out of the ring, Grant or Barry jumps into it. That would have been cool. But no, we have to have him grab the suit and him jump into it? No, that's stupid. I don't know, again, who's thinking of these things, but they need to think better. And they're not going to, because that's pretty much in the movie. There are 3 Flashes in this film. The one we already talked about. The other one is like the Flash 2 from Keaton's world, or whatever the hell is going on. He has blue lightning. Which I'm glad they're, you know, separating the two. He is a younger Barry. So I wonder if they're going to say how our Barry has orange lightning is because he's older now, more experienced than younger Barry? Is that going to be the excuse? If anything, it should have been like a red-orange like Grant's was in season 1. Like, you know, in season 1, The Flash with Grant, he had like that red, kind of yellow, orangish lightning. Then over the seasons, it kind of advanced up to orange and kind of yellow. And now it's pretty much like more or less on the yellow side than orange. But it's still, you know, has that orange resembling throughout it. But it is mainly yellow. So, you know, it's something. Dark Flash was shown in one shot in the trailer. He does have blue lightning. Why? Sorry, we're assuming it's Dark Flash because who else would it be? And the suit was all black, which was pretty much lined up with what we know about Dark Flash, is that he will be in a dark suit. So, you know. No more metahumans in this new world that R. Barry created, which is interesting. It sounds like an interesting story arc if they do it right. You know, 50-50. Again, amazing scenes with Keaton. Sasha Calle Supergirl is Kara, which is something that we were all questioning. We finally know that she is Kara Zor-El. I was going to say Kara Danvers, but are we really calling her Kara Danvers right now? Because it looked like she was like locked up, and from what I'm hearing, it's a rumor to be in Russia, or not rumor, it's an assumption I should say, that she's being locked up in Russia, probably being experimented on. It kind of sounds like they're like setting up a Red Daughter story arc, which would be interesting, and I'm here for it if it is, but hopefully it'll be better than what they did in the CW show with Red Daughter. But it kind of sounds like they're going down that route. But at the same time, like, you know, that Supergirl is helping our Barry, the other Barry, and Keaton. So, you know, it's going to be something. Oh, and by the way, the shots with Sasha Calle, Supergirl, when she was on that rooftop or whatever, where all these guys are surrounding Barry and Michael Keaton's Batman, and she just flew in. It was at super speed too. The shot was slowed down, but Sasha was still moving pretty much at normal speed. That was a cool shot, and I'm assuming we're going to get a lot of those slow motion shots, because we should be. This is the Flash. The show does slow motion shots all the time. The movie needs to do that too. It's called The Flash, just do it. Barry wants to stay in the timeline where his mother is alive. Again, the CW show did that plot in only lasted one episode for 40 minutes. Probably less than 40 minutes, honestly, because that story lasted like a few minutes. But this will be like a movie thing, this will be like a movie little side story arc that Barry's dealing with throughout the film. Another thing I would point out is that Reverse Flash, I hope to God he's in this. Because if they have Dark Flash, which I'm assuming is Ezra, kill off our Barry's parents, and more than likely Barry 2's parents, I would really, truly be disappointed if Reverse Flash did not kill either of them. At least for our Barry, which I'm assuming we're going to see. But for Flash 2, if it is Dark Flash, I could see it. But it would be so much more meaningful if it was Reverse Flash. Which, you could just put the real life Ezra Miller in there and call it that. Going to the CGI, which a lot of people are criticizing, a lot of people are loving it. I'm 50-50 on it. There were some amazing shots. There were some shots where I was like, but this is a trailer. There's something that I can really be like, oh, that's trash, and this needs work, or it's a trailer. They're undoubtedly going to look better when the movie's released. That's a big thing with people now. CGI is always a big thing. I never judge the CW show on CGI because they're not in the movie budget, nor are they really on the big budget period. But when the show does good CGI, I call it out on it, and I admire it. I don't hate that much of CGI for the show. Whereas this is a $100 million movie. I think, wasn't it $300 million or something? It was way up there. So, we shouldn't be looking at bad CGI in this movie. The trailer, it's like 50-50. Because this trailer could have been made months ago. It could have been made a year ago. For all we know. So, there's nothing to really point at, the CGI is different now than what we got then. So, if people are hating on CGI, just don't. Just stop. Because you're not helping anything. And also, you just find stuff to hate on when there's actually stuff to hate on in this trailer, like Ezra. You're picking the CGI. That doesn't help anything, doesn't help anyone, or, it's just a waste of time. So don't. The CGI will look better in the movie, like it always does, period. Going back to the suit, the new Flash suit for our Barry, the helmet is atrocious. We all know that. There's going to be some good shots, like Season 5's Flash suit was for Grant. Like, some shots of the helmet looked great, looked amazing even, and then some shots it was like, okay, just that needs to be fixed. That's obviously still a thing here and now, which sucks, but it's what we're dealing with. Now, could the movie be saved if Grant was in it? Yes and no. I think it would be 50-50. And by this, I mean if he had a cameo. The only way Grant could possibly appear in this film is one of two ways. Either A, it's the same exact scene for Crisis on Infinite Earths. They just reshot it, and here we are with Grant and Ezra. Or B, and someone brought this up on Twitter that I saw right before I was recording this video, that, Ezra's going through the Speed Force time traveling, Grant's Barry pulls him out, and has her talking about time travel, similar to the mug scene with Jay and Barry and Barry and XS in Season 5 and Jay and Barry in Season 3 to Flash. I think it was 302 for Jay and Barry. It'd be a cool little scene. Just teach Ezra's Barry a lesson about time travel while Grant's Barry clearly knows a lot about it. So, it'd be an interesting thing to put in. Because he's not going to play a big role. If he was, we would have known about it by now. For sure would have known about it. Now, there's some talk that Jay Garrick could be appearing as in John Wesley's ship. I would like that, although I would like seeing his Flash show up more than anything else. Because it is called The Flash, and yes, Jay Garrick's The Flash, but why not have either his Flash or both his Flash and Jay Garrick? I think that would be cool to see not only Grant, but John Wesley's ship in 2 roles, while Ezra's getting 3 roles. Just Ezra gets 3, John gets 2, Grant gets 1. That'd be like just a whole thing. It'd be kind of cool and legendary and iconic to get. Because if there's No Way Home, when we had Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, and Tobey Maguire all show up as their own Spider-Mans. I mean, yeah, they had big roles in that film. This wouldn't be that, obviously. I'm assuming it wouldn't be. But even if it's just like a clip of like Ezra Miller traveling through the multiverse, and we see a clip of Grant's Flash and John's Flash and maybe Jay Garrick, that would be cool to get. And that would satisfy me for this movie because it's not going to satisfy me any other way. Besides Sasha Calle and Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck, which he did get a new suit. It's kind of blue and gray, which is cool. I think it really suits Ben Affleck's Batman really well. But, there were several cool shots in the trailer. It's not enough for me to really be like, oh, it's going to be the best movie of the year. Like, I can't. I cannot support Ezra as a Flash. I didn't before. I never really cared for him as a Flash or Barry Allen. But now I can't do it. I can't support him. Now, I will do a review of the Flash movie whenever the hell I see it. But I mean, till then, I'm not going to be doing any content regarding the movie. I don't want to promote it that much. I'm doing this trailer purely because I want to talk about Sasha Calle and some stuff I didn't like about the trailer and stuff I didn't like and all that. But, I mean, overall, this movie, in my opinion, it will do well in the case for Sasha Calle, Michael Keaton, Ben Affleck, maybe some Flash stuff. But for James Gunn and Ezra Miller, that might not work out the way they want it to. It may set up the new DCU, but it really will not pan out the way James Gunn thinks it will. I think is what I'm trying to get at. And he doesn't realize that. He's keeping his mouth shut because he doesn't want to, he's trying to promote this movie like dog crap crazy. He said when he announced the DCU Slate 1, Chapter 1, whatever, that The Flash was the best superhero movie ever made. Kind of a joke, but... And then he said again today when the trailer released that it's the best superhero movie ever made. Again, sounds like, a claptrap, sent down by marketing. Because there's no way this movie's the best superhero movie ever made. There are millions of them that are far better than this. Endgame, Infinity War, several Marvel movies are better than this. Already. So, let alone for the hype around it, it's far better than this movie. From what I'm seeing. So, I don't know. It's a whole thing. I love The Flash. I do not love Ezra Miller's Flash. I never will. But Sasha Calle, Michael Keaton, Ben Affleck carried this trailer. If they weren't in this trailer, it'd be a completely different video right now that you're seeing. But I am really excited to see Sasha Calle as Supergirl. I think she's going to knock it out of the park. Michael Keaton return is going to be amazing. And I think, while I've not cared for Ben Affleck as Batman in the past, I think his role in this movie will be amazing. And I think it will pan out the way that we all hope it will, which is a good scene between Barry and Bruce. Our Bruce, or his Bruce, I guess I should say. That will hopefully pan out the way we all want it to. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching this video. Have a good day. Have a good night. Stay safe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.